Alright, and welcome to the video on layer comps. Now, I ran into quite a few people while creating the Photoshop top secret product, and come to find out, a lot of people have never used layer comps, and most people have never even heard of layer comps. So I decided, well, I think I'm going to make a video on it and show people what they are, how to use them, step by step, because I think it's the coolest thing. And now when layer comps first came out, I think maybe Photoshop 7 or something like that, when it first came out, yeah, I didn't really looked at it and go, well, I don't think I need to use layer comps, you know, and it's just because over the years you're so used to doing things a certain way in Photoshop, you know, having multiple files open and all that, having multiple layouts on different files. Well, when I started using layer comps, I mean, everything just got so much easier. And I've used it quite a bit while creating the package design for Photoshop Top Secret. So I wanted to show you how it works. But if we look right here in the help, in the Adobe Help Viewer, Adobe says designers often create multiple compositions or comps of a page layout to show clients. Now that's true. So if you're creating a website, you're creating the mock-up in Photoshop, or if you're creating like a brochure, and most of the time when you're creating work for clients, you're giving them maybe like, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 different layouts, and everything looks the same. It's the same images, it's the same color, but the layouts are different. Well, using the layer comps, it makes it really easy because we can create and have and save all these layouts inside one file. So we don't have to have multiple files open. We can save the position. I'll show you right here. With the layer comps, it saves the layers visibility, layers position in the document, and it also saves the layers appearance. You know, whether it be like a style or a blending mode or something like that. And even like, you know, like opacity settings and all that stuff. So check it out. Multiple layouts in one file. Totally cool. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way and show you how I used layer comps while creating the package design for this course. Now right now we are inside a template for the Photoshop Top Secret disc covers. Okay, this is a template that, well, the template doesn't look like this. The template looks something like this. And I've cropped it down, but it's to guide me and to show me, you know, where to design and put all the elements on the disc of the DVD. And then they can take this and know exactly where I want the graphics, where I want the text, everything. And then they can go ahead and replicate the discs. And so that's what the template is for. And there's a little bit more on templates if you check out the how to create DVD covers on DVD number, I think it's number 2 on this course. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make this visible again. Or better yet, probably just click on disc 1 and get that back. But in this one file here, this is just a file. See, it's just a regular Photoshop file. I called it disc covers. But I have all 4 disc covers in this one file. And I used layer comps. Watch this. In Photoshop CS3, you'll find the layer comps palette right over here. Okay? Right at the bottom of this little toolbar, well, looks like a toolbar, a little palette toolbar here. Now, if you're using an older version of Photoshop, you'll probably find the Layer Comps palette up in the palette well, or you'll find it underneath the Windows menu. And so if you're not really sure where it is, then just go ahead and go up to Window and select Layer Comps from there. Okay, now watch this. I have 4 layer comps right now. I have one for disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, and disc 4. Now to see these different layouts of these compositions here, all I have to do is click on this little square here next to one of the compositions, and it will change to this comp's layout. And I can just go to disk 3 and disk 4. You see how fast this is? Instead of having multiple files open, I can just work off this one file. And I'm not even doing this for a client. I'm doing this for myself. And so it's like, it doesn't really matter. Even if you're not doing work for clients, or maybe you're just, you have multiple things that are basically the same. You can create a website mock-up in Photoshop, and you can create multiple websites that all contain most of the same basic elements, like a header, and maybe some of the buttons will look the same. And you can create multiple compositions of those layouts or multiple website mockups in Photoshop using the layer comps. Okay, now I hope that doesn't sound confusing. I'm actually like terrible explaining things sometimes, seriously. But that is really kind of a walkthrough and example on what you can do with the layer comps. Now what I'm going to do is show you real time how to start creating your layer comps in Photoshop. So let's go ahead and get moving with that.